Welcome back to another match preview of Arsenal's upcoming game against Bayern Munich, the quarterfinals of the Champions League. I don't remember the last time Arsenal were in a quarterfinal. That's how long it's been. But man, this is going to be a very, very interesting game. I'm going to talk about my thoughts on the game, Bayern Munich, and I will give my preferred lineup for this game. Look, it's been a while since we've been in the Champions League, and even against Porto, I did think it was a bit of a hard watch. I think we have to consider the way Porto did play against us. Of course, they didn't come. They came to make it as difficult as possible. And I think one thing I've learned about the Champions League is there's just something about it. I don't know what to describe. It's almost like the heritage and the experiences is what separates a good team from a Champions League winning team. Because when you look at if the best team in the last 4 or 5 years has always been Manchester City. Okay, they've been the best team. They have the best manager. They have the best players. Yet, from everything, they've only have one Champions League, and it just shows that with the Champions League, there's just something about it where it's more than just your players. It's just more than your manager. There's something about, I don't know what to describe. And I think I saw that from the Porto game because I thought we were going to slap up Porto, honestly. But it turned out to be such a hard game, and that is why I am not underestimating this Bayern Munich team. I know Bayern Munich have not been playing the best football, okay? Bayern Munich are out of the Bundesliga. They are coming into this game back-to-back losses. Back-to-back losses. This is not the same Bayern Munich team that we played in 2017. This is a completely different Bayern Munich team. And at the same time, this is a completely different Arsenal team as well. When you look at how far we have come, okay? We were getting slapped up by Bayern 10-2. We didn't even deserve to be in the Champions League that season. It's a complete disgrace that these players even went in the Champions League. Honestly, if I knew the scores would be 10-2, we should have even forfeited before we left, even played that game. But I think it's a completely different Arsenal team now, and that's why it does give me a bit more confidence, because for so long, I've always wanted to see how Arsenal match up to the top teams when we are a much better team. Okay, we are a much better side than we were in 2017. Our defense is better, and these players actually do seem to care. Well, not seem, they do really care. But we have players that actually have a backbone. Those players in that Bayern Munich game were absolutely pathetic. The ones that played against, it was a joke, and that's what does give me a bit of confidence. Now, make no mistake, Bayern Munich are coming off back-to-back losses out of the Bundesliga, but they are still Bayern Munich. They have that experience. They got those players, the likes of Kimmich, the likes of Thomas Müller, the likes of Upamecano, King Min-jae, Alphonso Davies. These are proven players who have been in the Champions League, who have won the Champions League as well. Okay, make no mistake. These players are not clowns. They know what they know what to do. They know what it takes to win the competition, and that is what does I would say make me a bit nervous for this game. Yes, I know Bayern Munich are not playing the best, but they still have that experience, and that is something we don't have. That's the main thing. So I hope the players rise to the occasion and don't crumble. I think that's the main thing. If we do not win this game, it's only because of one reason. Because on paper, we are better than Bayern Munich. Our form, everything is better than Bayern Munich. The only reason we don't beat Bayern Munich is because we have failed to rise to the occasion. If we are this team that we perceive ourselves to be, if we are one of the best teams in England, one of the best teams in the world, we need to go and put Bayern to the sword. Bayern Munich are not playing the best football. They are clearly a wounded animal in air right now. And any top team in Arsenal's position would smell the blood and go for the kill and end that game in the first leg. Because when you think about another thing on top, that first leg is in the Emirates. Bayern Munich have no fans. It's a chance for Arsenal to put a few goals past Bayern Munich and kill the game in the first leg. Is it going to happen? That's the thing, I don't know. That's why I'm not getting too confident for this game, because I still know it's the Champions League, and with the Champions League, anything can happen, because the players Bayern Munich still have, the likes of Musiala, Kane. These players can produce moments of magic and turn a game upside down on its head. So that's, I think, that we need to be careful for. But I still expect Arsenal to go and beat Bayern Munich. I expect the players to rise to the occasion. We are playing every 3 days. These players need to take this opportunity. We have a chance to make a statement to show that we are back. We deserve to be in the Champions League. For so many years, I felt like Arsenal were just a team that was there to make up numbers, but it finally feels like we are a team that deserves to be in the Champions League. And the way to make this statement is by going and beating Bayern Munich and ending the tie in that first leg. Because the way Bayern Munich are playing and the way Arsenal are playing, there is no reason why we should not win that first leg. Now, of course, it's a Champions League, so I'm still mentioning that it could still be difficult. In terms of the lineup, Bayern Munich actually do have a lot of injuries. Apparently, the rumours are the likes of Sane and Gnabry might not feature this game. For me, it doesn't matter. I'm going to expect Bayern Munich to come with the best team. And for me, Arsenal, Mikel Arteta, it's time he plays our best midfield. And that for me is Odegaard, Thomas Partey and Declan Rice. Those three players need to be that midfield. My front three would then be Martinelli, Kai Havertz and Saka, and then my defense would be the same defense, but instead of Zinchenko, I would go play Tomiyasu and David Villa in goal. I think that is our best lineup we have. It's the most complete lineup, the most balanced lineup. You have a good attack, you have a sick midfield, and you have a solid defense, and of course you have David Villa. So for me, that's the number one thing. We cannot just don't mess up the lineup. And number one thing is do not lose the first leg. That for me is number one. We win the first tie. If you can't win, don't lose. At least draw. That is the number one thing. But it's going to be a very difficult game. They still have quality players. I'm mentioning Kane, Musiala, Kimmich. These Alphonso Davies, like, they have good players there and players that have been there and done it. So we have to be wary. We have to impose ourselves, literally impose our game. Don't show Bayern Munich any respect. Literally impose it, because right now Bayern's confidence are on the low. But yeah, in terms of prediction, I do think Arsenal will win the game, but I just don't know what the score will be. So I'm going to go for a 1-0 Arsenal win in the first leg. But yeah, let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. Arsenal should hopefully go win this game if you are serious. Let me know what your lineup will be, and I'll catch you guys next time.